Hello everyone, welcome back to Grand Tactician. Now this week has been hectic for me and it basically stopped me from recording anything, but I am going to recap and just reiterate what has happened in terms of game time. So a month has passed, as you can see. The last video ended August 24th. Now it is September 24th, 1861. And since then, 3 battles have occurred, but I am not going to upload them to YouTube because the battles were pretty glitched and buggy, and I had to send my save files to the devs, and it took a week for them to get back. They actually got back to me this morning and basically explained that everything seemed fine on their end. And they asked me if I was using continuous point objectives, and I said, no, I am not. So they recommended to turn it back on because they are optimizing in a way that the AI, I guess, is going to be better with it turned on. So I just turned it on, and we'll see in the future how these battles turn out. But in essence, there is a battle here, I believe, Battle of Fredericton. That was September 21st with 4,800 casualties for me and 11,000 for them, so they're retreating. And then we just had a battle in Grafton against the army of Shenandoah. They're not visible here, but they did not disintegrate either, so I'm just blind. But I had 1,152 casualties. They had 3,680, and those are both major victories for me. So they're both retreating, and the Hampton division is kind of just sitting here, so I may have to pull these guys back around, and it also depends on where the Shenandoah, if they retreat here, they're going to get disintegrated because there's really no other route for them to escape. So we'll see what happens there. If we look at the campaign screen, we can see we have 142,000 versus their 122,000, so a little bit more of an advantage now that I finally killed some of them. 20,000 casualties for me, 40,000 for them. European relations are quite low just because I've probably won so many battles, 13 battles versus their 2, but 5 of these don't count due to previous glitches that we saw in earlier videos. And one thing I noticed is that the capital of the Confederacy is not in Richmond, it's in Montgomery, Alabama. So that's very interesting. So in essence, Virginia has no vital role in this war whatsoever as of right now. So we'll have to push through and capture Montgomery, which may be a little bit tougher since their armies are far north of Alabama. In terms of policies, we have military 2 researched, and I believe we just got something else, didn't we? Maybe not, maybe I'm thinking of industry. But since I got that, I'm going to focus on agriculture and funding. Might as well get those up and running. Let's just click on that for now and research that. Everything else, we got an army forming here, 14,000 out of 27,000. There are 2 armies in this vicinity that McClellan is trying to find, but they are not visible due to blind intelligence. So we'll see how that turns out. And these guys are just going to keep harassing this army, and we'll see if we can disintegrate the army of the Shenandoah. So without further ado, let us jump in. Okay, so McClellan has just found the army of the Northwest. I saw that Lexington was conquered by the Confederacy, so I moved them here to capture it, and I just found them. So they have roughly 26,000 troops, 0 guns, and I have 25,000. And my training is quite regular, which is quite good. So this may be a battle soon. I wonder what would happen if I struck them. I'm surprised they don't have any guns, though. That's quite interesting. It seems like the AI doesn't like to recruit a lot of artillery, even though they should. So other than that, over here, I decided to pull these guys over here to keep a check on the Hampton division. They're very small, though, so I'm not too worried. And I decided to move the Army of the Cumberland over to assist the Department of Pennsylvania in case anything happens there with those 2 armies. So I believe our best bet is to attack the Army of the Northwest and see how they fare in this fight with... Oop, I didn't mean to press go. Oh, okay. And there's the other one. They have about 3,000, so they're not too important. I can probably get rid of them, but why not? I mean, what is this? Let's do offensive, and let's go after them. All right, here we go. So let's fight this battle and see what the difference is now that the continuous point objectives are on. I'm a little timid, but they said that it was fine, and the AI provided some good fights in the saves that I sent the devs, so only one way to find out. Okay, so here we are. I have my 3 divisions split up, trying to capture some objectives here. The points are going, as you can see, and the Confederacy is somewhere over here, probably marching down this long road, so we probably will engage them near Perryville itself. Another thing I noticed is that this is my first battle in Kentucky. I don't think I've ever had a fight in Kentucky since I bought this game, so I'm very excited about that. Finally, a Western theater battle that's not in Missouri. Yes, okay, so here's our first Confederate brigade. They did march straight down this road. It's about the only road they got, so let's see how this turns out. Artillery is forming up. Oh yeah, here they come. They're actually going into the woods here for some reason. My artillery has opened fire. So we got 1 division here ready to withstand the Confederate army. So what I'm going to have to do is get these boys up. And, can I cross anywhere? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to form them somewhere back here. While these guys move up here. Oh, okay. They just crossed. That's fine, so we can move them there. Skirmishers have moved forward. Let's get some out. Just kidding, of our own. There we go. Just gotta keep an eye. They are forming up right here. Alright, here comes the 2nd Division. They all say 1st Division. I forgot to change that, but I'm going to call it 2nd Division. There we go. You guys stay. Yeah. The day has ended, though. Not much time to fight, just enough to skirmish. We'll see how they redeploy through the night. And it, wow, formed up all the way over there. Okay, it is an objective there on their side, so that makes sense. So see, if the AI would not implement their engineering points, I would have no idea where they would have redeployed to. I would have thought that they were still in this direction, and they could have swept in and hit my flank. But since I know that they keep putting these defenses down, and I don't know why. That's something that they need to change. But now I can redirect my forces and face the wood line here, basically. For some reason I can't move them, though. So let's see. Something like this. Grab you there. I can't straighten them out yet. These guys just took an objective, so that's fine. We can put them right here, basically, for now. And artillery, I guess we can just have them on this little peninsula right there. All right. Well, I have most of the objectives, so if they want some, they got to attack and push me out. So I'm setting up now, and you can see this is actually the Virginia Brigade right here, but they may actually Nope, never mind. I was seeing if they're gonna get. I was gonna. Purses. I thought they were gonna hold their position. I was gonna have to attack. That would have been interesting. But instead, they're going to sally forth and probably march right down this road, I'm assuming. Most likely. Oh yeah, totally. Wow, you can see all of them in there. That's hard. Alright. That's fine with me. Oh, there's a skirmisher. I was wondering where they went. Get up there. Here comes, who is this? Morris's division crossing the ford to take their objective that they just captured. So they really have no luck on this field. Again, it seems like I'm in a defensive position again. No matter what I do, it's always going to be defensive. But instead, I'm going to press the attack. Look at them all bunched up right there. I might as well just go right through the woods with these guys and attack. Battle of the Perryville Woods today. That's interesting. Lots of thick trees right here, so fatigue is going to be quite high today. Skirmishers are going at it. No real fighting has occurred yet. Yeah, very small casualties as of now. But here goes Abercrombie's division. They're going to strike right into the left flank of the Confederates. Oh yeah, heavily, right in their faces. So good luck to them. Morris is just set up, so we're going to move him about there. Did my artillery fire at all? I don't think so. Put him on this hill right here. Skirmishers are coming forward to meet my infantry though, so we'll see how that goes. I may have to stop them soon. I mean, these are all skirmishers right in front of me, so that's not going to do much. Skirmishers have halted the progress of my division here. Let's try and get them reset. You know what, Morin? Why don't you move up ahead too and meet them head on? If they're gonna attack, I'm gonna attack. I'm not gonna sit around. Alright, brigades are engaged now. Fighting in the woods. I can barely see anything, so I'm going to keep my eyes open in case things retreat, charge, etc. They are working on the retreat mechanics. In the next 87 patch that's going to be released in a few days, the dev patch that is, the retreat mechanics are going to be completely different, so we will see how that turns out. We got the Virginia Brigade right there, trying to hit the flank. I'm going to have to use the tactical map for this one. I can barely see anything. So brigades are withdrawing left and right. Lots of maneuvering. Might as well launch them forward as well. I hear charging right here. Wright's brigade, I think, struck my flank, but they're actually going to falter. That charge failed, at least, so that's good. They may pull back. I mean, major victory is already in my grasp, so they may just withdraw. Yeah, they're totally withdrawing. Alright, a glorious victory at Lexington. The Army of the Northwest is fleeing in panic. Total casualties of 6,000. We captured about 1,300 rifles. They had 435 killed. I had 288 killed. Rest missing. So, not too bad. Will they disintegrate, though? That's the question. Yes, they did. Since I captured the town, there was no Confederate cities nearby. So, about 25,000 troops gone. And they do not go into the casualty pool, but they do not go back to recruitment either. So, yeah, they completely lost 25 troops. They just went home, went back to their families, no use fighting anymore. They gave up. So, very interesting. If I were the Confederacy, I would be trying to build new armies as much as I can. And although the intelligence may not show me on the map. I hope they are, because if they are not, I mean, they have the Florida militia there as if they're going to do anything. But if I were the Confederacy, I would get some more troops going. They have to, at least. Is that one? No, it's a fort. Yeah, so that's what I would do. Army of Tennessee. Ah, okay. Oh, no, never mind. That's not. I was gonna say, hey, they do have an army, but that army has, like, no troops, so... let's see if I can chase after them. Confederacy is impressing supplies and slaves. Slaves to free, whites to fight. Support among slaveholders plummets. Correspondence from the blah blah blah. The Confederate War Department has been given the authority to seize food, fuel, slaves, and other commodities to support their armies in the field. Only surplus supplies and slaves are said to be taken and fair prices offered. Impressment frees manpower, increasing the number of available recruits, and makes the resupply of armies easier within the Confederacy. Slaves are well suited for manning fortifications with appropriate surveillance, as getting out of a fort unseen can be difficult as getting into it. State governors and advocates of states' rights are protesting about the power of the central government to seize private property. Some states are threatening to go as far as to declare impressment unconstitutional. It's feared that hoarding will eventually hamper the war effort. Very interesting. I believe that's an act that they just passed, the Confederacy. If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere like down in here. I do not remember though. I got 11 days for agriculture to boost up. And these guys are at destination. Looking for the Army of the West. Let's see if I can go after the Army of Tennessee here. I wonder what happens if I move these guys in. Might as well kick them out. Because then the Army of the Shenandoah will disintegrate if they are not careful. They have a lot of troops. Yeah, so 172,000 troops versus the Confederacy's 100,000. Once they get the draft and military 2 policy, though, things are going to ramp up if they create new armies. Yeah, so they withdraw. I think that's fixed now, where instead the enemy was trying to fight every battle that I went up against them. So let's see if the Army of Shenandoah can get out next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next battlefield. Bye-bye.